Okay, so this is the tool. I'm going to log into our demo site. So when you come to the system, first page is the dashboard. Dashboard is everything that's in the system that's in progress, so nothing's been completed. So this is everything that you are allowed to see, because I can lock this down to where you can only see your own stuff. Everything you're allowed to see. Submissions tab, the pending your action tab is your work queue. So this is stuff that's waiting for you to do something. And the pending others action is stuff that you are allowed to see that you have worked on that now somebody else is working on. So if I have sent something over to legal for review, I can click on this pending others action tab and I can see what's going on with it in legal, so I don't have to call legal and ask them. The unclaimed queue is something only compliance people see because what generally happens is somebody creates something that needs attention. It goes to compliance. There's usually more than one person in compliance. It goes into an unclaimed queue, and then the compliance people can go in and claim it. The expiring tab are for those things in this system that have an expiration date. So that includes any marketing material and any contracts. If there's anything else that has an expiration date in it, it can go through here, but it's generally marketing material and contracts. The completed tab are all of the things that have been submitted through the system that have now reached a terminal status. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of terminal statuses, not just one. And all of it's configurable. So it gets to be built with the terminology that your firm uses, not the terminology that comes out of the box, with the system. And then the search screen, this system allows you to search by anything that's in the system, any piece of information, any question you write, any person, a date range, up to and including any words in a document. So if someone has attached a document, if I can OCR it, I can pull the words out of it. So a lot of our clients, when the DOL rule came out, they needed to know all their marketing material that had a certain phrase in it. So they put that phrase here under the documents, and they got a listing of everything that they had to go in and change, as opposed to going back and reading all the documents and trying to figure it out. I can return a submission, a search within the tool itself, or I can export it to an Excel spreadsheet. So if I just put in, let's say, a date range in here, if I click search, it pulls up everything that's been done within that date range. If I actually prefer to have that in an Excel spreadsheet, I can down here, I can click this. When I click this, all of these boxes magically appear, and these are the column headers for your Excel spreadsheet. So you get to pick what you want to include as a column in your spreadsheet. When a regulator comes in and says, I want to see, 2 years worth of material relating to whatever, you go in here, you put in the criteria, and you create a submission package. And behind the scenes, in a different server bank, it goes out and it neatly grabs all the information that you requested. It puts it into an Excel spreadsheet. The Excel spreadsheet has a link to any of the documents that have also been uploaded with that submission. It puts it into a neat little zip file, and you are ready to give it to a regulator. It takes somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes. And so what used to take a firm, a month to do, you can now do in under 30 minutes. Ours is actually 17A4 compliant, which is what FINRA requires in order for you to keep all your books and records in here and not have to put them someplace where it is 17A4 compliant. And we actually give the firms a letter stating, we are 17A4 compliant. We have vetted this to the regulators. They agree that it's 17A4 compliant. And our letter actually states, even if they go out of business, I can't purge their data until the requisite retention period is over, even if I'm not getting paid, because that's one of the requirements that FINRA has in order for you to meet that compliance requirement and for them to, give you that attestation letter. So,
And who developed your software with you?
our CTO, which is Rick Gratial, and my other business partner, Stephen Pope. So the company started out with me and Stephen, and then we brought in Rick to do the software because we started out as just a consulting firm.
And how many people do you have now?
15.
15 employees?
Uh-huh.
That's a lot.